In this video, we're going to show you how to replace an engine mount on your Volkswagen Passat. This is going to be located to the side of the motor. Let's get started. Using a right angle pick, we're going to get behind these plastic caps and pull straight out. Remove all of the caps. Using a 17mm socket, remove the 5 lug studs. When you remove this last stud, the wheel's going to want to come off. Remove the wheel. Here we are under the car, looking up at our splash shield. We're going to use a T45 bit, and we're going to remove the 3 rear screws. You should have 2 more right here and here. Ours only has 1. Using a T25 bit, remove the 4 screws on the sides of the splash shield. Do the same thing on the other side. Remove the engine splash shield. Using a T25 bit, remove the 2 bottom screws for the fender liner. Using a T25 bit, remove the 3 screws going up the bumper. We have 2 more on the inside of the fender liner. Go ahead and remove those 2. Grab the bottom of the fender liner and pull back. Get it undone from the front bumper and then follow it back through the fender, pulling it back. Pull it behind the wheel. Using a 10mm socket, remove the bolt for the washer fluid. Twist the neck up and remove it. Put it off to the side. Remove the connector off of the coolant bottle. Push on the tab, pull straight back. I'm going to lift the tab up that's inside of there. When you push on it, it's supposed to lift. Pull straight back, remove the connector. Pop the harness out of the coolant bottle. Using a T25 bit, remove the 2 screws for the coolant reservoir. Using a pair of pliers, pinch the clamp, pull it back. Remove the hose off of the coolant bottle, and I'm going to tuck it up here behind our hood prop. I'm going to grab our coolant reservoir. I'm going to pull this forward. Using a 13mm socket, remove the 2 bolts for the bracket. Pull that bracket out of the way. Install a jack under the motor, right under the corner of the oil pan. We're going to support our motor with a jack. If you have a floor jack, we're going to go up right on the corner of that pan. And support the motor. Going through the fender liner, we have a 16mm bolt for our engine mount. Go ahead and remove this bolt with your engine supported. Remove the bolt. Using a 17mm socket, remove the nut. Using a 16mm socket, remove the 2 bolts for the engine mount. 1 in the front and 1 in the back. Remove the bolts. Using a 16mm socket, remove the 2 bolts for the engine mount to the engine. Remove the engine mount. Install the engine mount down into place. Get the bolt started into the motor. Get the front bolt started for the engine mount. Do the same in the rear. Install the bolt through the fender. Get it started by hand. Snug the bolt down. Snug down the bolts. We're going to torque our bolts down. If you're using a new bolt, you're going to go 40 Newton meters and then an additional 90 degrees. If you're reusing the bolts, we're going to go to 40 Newton meters and we're going to get them nice and tight. Do the same thing on the bottom bolt. Snug the body bolts down for the mount. If you replace these bolts, you're going to torque them to 60 Newton meters, then an additional 90 degrees. If you did not replace the bolt, we're going to go to 60 Newton meters and nice and tight. Install the nut onto the stud. Snug it down, get it nice and tight. Install the bracket. Get the bolts started. Snug the bolts down. Install the coolant reservoir into place. Get the bolts started. I'm going to use a magnet to help me get these in place so I don't drop them. Get them both started and snug them down. Install the harness into the coolant bottle. Install the connector onto the coolant bottle. Push until you hear a click. If you don't, give it a pull. Make sure it's locked on. Grab the hose, install. Pinch the clamp, pull it back into place. Install the washer filler neck onto the reservoir. You may have to wiggle it to get it on there real good. Make sure that this alignment tab is lining up. Install the bolt and snug it down. Remove the jack out from under the motor. Pull the fender liner back into place. Tuck it up into the fender. And get the front lip over the bumper. Install the screws for the fender liner. Get the 3 along the bumper. There should be one right here. Ours is missing. Install the 2 screws on the bottom of the fender liner. We have one on the corner and then one up front. Install the 2 screws through the back of the fender liner. We have one right next to the strut and one towards the top of the strut. Install the splash shield into place. Be sure that all of your large tabs go in and all of your small tabs stay out. Install the bolts. Get the 3 bolts in the rear started. There should be 2 more on these outsides. We only have 1. Go down the side installing all of these screws. You should have 4 on each side. Go ahead and do the same thing on the other side. Using a T45 bit, snug up the rear 3 bolts. Install the wheel and get the 5 lug studs started. I'm going to snug this first one down to hold the wheel. Install the rest of the lug studs. Snug down the lug studs. Using a 17mm socket, we're going to torque our lug studs to 103 foot-pounds in a star pattern. Install the plastic caps. And you're good to go.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.